Hey everyone, how's it going? We're in the barley field here today, and it has dried up a lot. Still pretty wet though, but good enough to go. We kind of gave up on straight combining the barley. You have to cut so low because this barley's overripe, and we were getting mud in the header and all that. And we just decided, we'll swath it, put up the pickup headers on, because, you know, get a rock or something through swather, well, nothing happens there. But you can see there are some barley heads left on the ground, and that what happens was, you can see they're cut right off. What happens is, when the barley gets overripe, the heads droop down, and in a lot of cases, the heads will break off, but not so much on two-row, but what happens is the straw gets weak and you get heavy rains in that, and the straw just goes right down to the ground. So when the sickle comes by, it snips it off and drops the head, because the head's the heaviest part. So yeah, some places I'd say there's 10% on the ground. There's a lot here in some spots, but there's nothing else I can do. It should have been combined probably right when it rained, or just before that, and it was wet already. So yeah, nothing you can do about that. That was the weather. Anyways, yeah, so the swather is right over there. Where is it? Can you see it? Yeah, there it is. So it looks to be just about finished. And I'm still waiting for John Deere to show up. And, oh, somebody's burning stubble. I don't know why. Well, I can kind of figure out why. It's probably so wet they want it to dry. Yeah, I've been waiting for John Deere service to show up. The John Deere 9600 has a few electrical gremlins. We lost hydraulics, so you can't do anything without hydraulics. They just come on intermittently. We were standing outside trying to unload it, and we're standing by the combine, and all of a sudden the auger came out just out of nowhere. So it's parked right now. I can't lift the header up. The engine oil pressure light comes on, and that's when you lose hydraulics. And then if it goes out, you get hydraulics. But I know there was a bunch of squirrels in there last week. I chased them out of there. I know the squirrels, they ripped apart the wiring on our hay barn for the lights and everything. Totally destroyed it. So I hope they didn't tear something apart in there. I was tugging on all the wires there and looking to see if there was a short or something. Nothing came out at me, but so Sean's on the TR99. Still mad that the wind ripped my tarp. TR99 is out at the wheat field yet because we had the John Deere here because I wanted some good straw, but this is mainly rotary straw, so hopefully they show up. They're at my friend's place working on his combine right now. It seems like they've been there all day. I hope we get it back here to get some good straw still. I think Lori's going to take the swatter up from the hill there where we were combining wheat in the last video there. Getting stuck, I think we might be able to swat that wheat there. We'll just go combine it. We have to leave it. Figure just leave it stand and it might dry up and get it later. So I think he's going to go there right away. I think he's just cutting some weeds in the back there now. Alright, good afternoon. It's the next day now. We're on the tail end of Barley. Just emptied the cart. And I'm just taking a walk here. See how much barley there's still left on the field here. Kind of sucks. Yeah, still a few. I'm just wondering what the percentage of that was. But anyways, nothing you can do. This is this because that's where the cows are in the winter time. So you got one manure pile there, one manure straw pile there, and I got another one in the back. These are where the cows are before they calf. So I want to try and spread at least that whole pile out. And some, well, ideally both. Yeah. So we had last fall and winter there, we had this part here fenced off. And I was grinding bales here. So just looking at the ground right now, you can see all that residue left in here. And actually you can't really see it too much now. I heavy harrowed it. And then when I seeded into it, it had rained just before. And it was nice moisture in this stuff because there was so much trash. What I'm noticing is I have tons of grass growing. Quackgrass mainly. And I did not spray this field before seeding, which I didn't see any quackgrass. I didn't see anything here, but I'm gonna try and do a post-harvest spray. And they actually say that, see, here's a bunch of crushed up hay, and it really keeps in the moisture now when we don't need it. They say that post-harvest spraying, or like pre-harvest spraying even too, with glyphosate, works really well. They said that quackgrass even benefits from freezing a little bit before you spray it, which I didn't know. I was reading up on that today because I was kind of worried about getting to it before any kind of frost, which is pretty soon. But I definitely would like to get these sprayed because I don't know if I can do any kind of light chiseling on these, which, man, it's going to suck because these fields are really rutted up. And if they can dry enough, I'd like to do it. But yeah, anyways, this is how much we got left. It looks like right now we're yielding the barley in the high 60s. With my cart app that I'm finally figuring out, that's what it's telling me. But I'll know when I get back on the wheat at the south farm. I'll have it more dialed in. So got the John Deere back running. We finally found, well, first the tech found a broken connector pin on a plug-in. It's in the back by the engine. And we thought we had it, that didn't work. So we fixed that, and then we kept looking. And then finally we found in the main harness there was another broken wire. So after a few hours, finally got her.